Ever wonder how that cool play happened?
It's to Shakir, completed. This is behind Cooper, who brought it in, pitched it back to Allen, who's going to go to the goal line and get in!
What exactly were the chances of this happening?
From forever. Grounded to third. Donaldson has it. There it is! Perfection!
Why does this rule exist?
That play results in a 1-point safety.
Welcome to Against the Odds. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Against the Odds. Per usual, let's go over what happened in the last 2 weeks. A scoregami happened in the NBA. The Magic beat the 76ers with a score of 144 to 103, marking the first time the score has ever happened in the NBA. This is the second scoregami in the NBA this season so far. We also have a scoregami in college football this week. Utah beat Kansas State with a score of 51 to 47, marking the first time this score has happened. This is the second scoregami in college football this season. And to top it off, we have something that I didn't think we would see so soon. A passing, rushing, and receiving touchdown has occurred in college football, and it was a quarterback who pulled it off. Arch Manning of Texas recorded the stat line against Arkansas. He had a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and 4 passing touchdowns in this game. Now let's get on to current business with today's topic. Another rare rule in the NFL that came to light last season again. On a 4th down in a game, if a team can't get a first down, they will elect to punt the ball. In doing so, the opposing team will get possession from farther on the field. When the opposing team catches this punt, they have 2 options. They can either take the ball and run with it to try and get better field position, or they can call for a fair catch. In calling for a fair catch, the ball will be spotted right where the player called for this catch. Once they signal, the kicking team cannot tackle this player, thus the naming the fair catch. With this fair catch rule comes another unique rule. Introducing our topic for today, the fair catch kick. Once the play for the punt and recovery is over, teams have 2 options. The usual option would be to start playing first down, which is seen almost every time. The unique second option is that teams can elect to go for a field goal from the position of the fair catch. This is a high-risk, high-reward moment, as missing this kick would mean the opposing team would get possession of the ball from where the ball is kicked. This kick is also different from a usual field goal, as during a fair catch kick, the defense has to line up 10 yards farther away so that no interference can occur. Due to the above, fair catch kicks are seen usually at the end of the second quarter or at the end of the game, when there is no time remaining. This is so that they can ensure that the other team won't get a possession should they miss. In the NFL, this style of kick has been attempted many times, but has only been successful 10 times. The most recent instance of this kick being successful was by the Chargers in 2024 against the Broncos. At the end of the second quarter, during the fair catch, the Broncos drew a penalty by hitting the receiver, calling for a fair catch. With no time remaining on the clock, the Chargers were allowed to play 1 play due to this penalty, and elected to go for a free kick. Cameron Dicker made it from 57 yards out. This was the first successful attempt of this rule since 1976, which was also done by the Chargers. The most recent failed free kick attempt was in 2019 by the Carolina Panthers. There was no penalty on this catch, but due to there being 1 second on the clock, it was the best option to end the second quarter. With the NFL evolving and kickers getting more skilled, I'm sure we'll see this rule be in play a little bit more, so it's something fun to look out for. Until next time, this has been Against the Odds. Thanks for watching.